Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tribe Thursday. I'm so excited. This has been going so well for us on Thursdays. And as you know, on Tribe Thursday, we call it Tribe because we want to involve our community. We know it takes a village to raise a child, and we have a lot of people in our village. So we want to be able to get those individuals in so they can help with the resources that the parents and students need in order to be successful for their future. My name is Leshundra Robinson, and I am the executive director of the wonderful organization called UCAN of Memphis, where we provide, again, resources for our parents and students, and we also build upon leadership skills for our high schoolers, as well as character development with bullying prevention for our middle schoolers. So today is a special day. It's summertime. The kids are out of school. You're wondering, what am I going to do with my child? They need some help. They need somebody to talk to. Woo, when school starts, what are we going to do? Well, we have the answer for you. Today, I am so excited to have a good friend of mine, a community partner, and a person who is dear in the community. Her name is Miss Tiffani. Tiffani is from the Grizzlies Foundation, and she is going to tell us a little bit about what the Grizzly Foundation is about, as well as mentoring. Yes, mentoring. We have a lot of parents who are looking for mentors or even how to become a mentor. And we're going to talk about that today. So without further ado, let me introduce to you Miss Tiffani Morrow. Yeah!
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here.
Thank you so much for coming along today. So Tiffani, my good friend Tiffani. Now I will give a little disclosure. I was a mentor for the Grizzlies Foundation for about 7 years, and I loved it. You know, with job coming along and life got busy, I had to go ahead and pull back, but I am still an advocate for mentoring, and they have been a great community partner for UCAN of Memphis. So, Tiffani, tell us a little bit about you and the foundation.
Yeah, so again, Leshundra, thank you for having me. And also thank you for your time serving as a mentor. Although I know that you may not be a formalized mentor with our program, you are a mentor of so many, myself included. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that. But again, my name is Tiffani Morrow. I proudly serve as the Senior Manager of Mentor Memphis Grizzlies. And we stand as the Tennessee State affiliate of the National Mentoring Partnership. So we're actually housed within the Memphis Grizzlies Foundation, and many of you know is the philanthropic arm of the Memphis Grizzlies professional basketball team organization. And so we have such a unique privilege to do amazing work in our community, specifically through youth mentoring. And so all of our initiatives at the foundation are dedicated exclusively to youth mentoring. Not only do we house the Tennessee State affiliate of Mentor National, but we also operate direct service mentoring programs, as Ms. Leshundra noted. Our signature program is the Grizzlies Team Mentor Program, which is a very unique approach to mentoring, where it matches 3 volunteer mentors with a group of 6 scholars, as we call them, or students, and they form a team and meet once a week, every week for the duration of the school year. We also have a very unique approach to mentoring in our GrizFit program. And so this initiative basically deploys coaches as mentors. So they are equipped with all of the necessary skills, not just to help a young person enhance their physical appearance or physical fitness, but also life skills, right? And helping them navigate the challenges that they may be going through each day at school. We also have a number of amazing partners. As we mentioned, UCAN is one of our partners, but we have within Mentor Memphis Grizzlies, countless partner organizations that do amazing work in the youth development and youth mentoring space. About 18 of those are actually grantees of the Grizzlies Foundation. So that is one of the things that we do in the community. But our work is really to uplift those programs. So we provide a lot of training, support, technical assistance, even helping to build or cultivate new mentoring programs in our community. We ultimately really believe that mentoring works. And when it's integrated with other research-based interventions, it really, really, really can make a huge difference, and not just the lives of young people, but our community at large.
Yes, and I know she said a lot. She said a whole lot. But the Grizzly Foundation is that important here in Memphis, Tennessee. So if you're not a part of it, you need to be a part of it. If you haven't heard of it, you need to Google it and you need to find out more information on it. So hear exactly what she said, get the information. We're going to talk a little bit more about what exactly does that mean. That way you can understand exactly how you can be a part of it too. Because again, I was a part of it. I still am. And I loved it. The kids are wonderful. They are here to be amazing. And now that some of them have graduated, they even come back and, even try to participate. So I won't get into that because I know that's part of our questions. I'm so excited for our questions. All right. So we're going to go to our first part. What exactly does mentoring mean? Is it more like counseling or being a friend, giving advice, or something else?
Mentoring is all of those things. And really, a mentoring relationship is what you make it. At its most basic sense, it is a relationship-based support given by either an older or more experienced person. So there's so many different types of mentors. You don't have to be, an older adult. There's peer-to-peer mentoring. There are professional mentors. We have informal or natural mentors. There are just so many various types of mentors. And so I think the biggest thing to note is that there's often a misconception about mentoring. I can think back to my days with you, Leshundra, those early days at KIP. And, I realized that a lot of our young people didn't really have a concept of what mentoring was. They felt like, I'm in here because I'm in trouble, or is there something wrong with me? Or, is it because I don't live in a two-parent household? No, all of those things are incorrect. Anyone can benefit from having a caring adult in their lives, right? Mm-hmm. Someone to walk alongside them, someone to guide them, to support them, to listen, to advocate for them, to be their cheerleader, to be their champion. Really just someone to be there. And I think we all can ultimately benefit from that.
I definitely agree, because even as an adult, we still need mentors, and they help to guide us in the right direction. And yeah, I do remember that first time at KIP, and yes, it was something.
But, good times.
Yes, very much so, good times. And as a matter of fact, I still keep in contact with two of them. I see them on social media. Yeah, and then they just like, hey, Miss Robinson. So I get on their case. But they love it because they remember the times that we advocated for them to make sure that they were doing the right thing. So that goes into the second question. And you talked a little bit about that in your introduction. But what does the Grizzly Mentoring Program do, and for who? I know you said within the school system, but can you elaborate a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the beauty of Mentor Memphis Grizzlies being a network is that we really have something for everybody. So the Grizzlies Foundation does run its own direct service mentoring programs, but within our larger network, we have so many diverse types of mentoring programs available to young people. If you're interested in the arts, we have programs like New Ballet or Hadaloo. If you're interested in technology, we've got programs like Co-Crew. If you're interested in sports or recreation, we have organizations like Streets Ministries, and I can go on and on and on and name all of the amazing programs doing such great work in our area. But the important thing to note is that we have something for every type of person. What we understand is that everyone is unique, everyone is different, and so there's not a one-size-fits-all approach to mentoring, and we want to make sure whether it's on that mentor's perspective, making sure that it's somewhere that they can get to conveniently, that it fits within their schedule. It's not going to be too hard or too much of a time commitment for them to get to that location. So we have site-based mentoring programs where you would actually go to a site. We have community-based mentoring programs, like the programs at youth villages, where you may be able to meet with that person and take them off-site and do things together in the community. We have school-based programs, like I mentioned, the Grizzlies Team Mentor Program or GrizzFit that happen within the school. Virtue Quest, they are all amazing school partnerships. So again, and for young people, it just depends on what you're interested in. We have some really cool, unique approaches to mentoring in Indie Memphis and their Crew Up filmmaking mentorship program, right? So whatever you're into, I'm confident that we can find either someone or a program that would fit your interest. So again, Leshundra, there are just so many different options out there that I think a lot of people don't necessarily know about.
Right. And I know that they don't, because even when I get questions about, well, how can I get fitted with the Grizzlies Foundation to be a mentor? And of course, I always tell them to get in contact with you guys. And the first thing is, one is time. Two, who am I going to be matched up with? And three, do I have to spend all day long? And so you've answered those questions for them. And I didn't realize that it was so many different organizations in different categories in which people can go to. So if you're looking for something that you really have a heart or a passion for in regards to arts, in regards to building a relationship with the youth, or just helping out within the community, they have the right organizations that they can place you with. That way you can give back to your community. Because right now we need to make a difference in our community, and it starts with us.
Absolutely. That is true. I can't say that enough. And I admire you and your work because you are a doer, right? If there is work to be done, you is there to do it. And, I really wish that more people would join in there. Unfortunately, is so much happening in the world today. And, of course, I commend you for having this, especially during this time of social distancing and COVID-19. But I really feel like, our young people need us now more than ever, right? With what's happening in, in the news, or even just, being, distance away from their friends and their school networks and leaving school early. Like, there are just so many things that our young people may be grappling with and dealing with. And so we really want to be responsive to that and continue to do the work.
I like the word responsive because it actually goes into our third question. How does having a mentor help with youth development?
That is a great question. It helps in so many different ways. And I think, as I said, from its most basic sense to, having someone to confide in, someone to listen to you and really care about what's going on in your life. There's research that shows, from a school perspective, that attendance is likely to increase if you have a mentor. You're more likely to graduate and go on to higher education. You're more likely to have a leadership role within your school or your community. You're more likely to even mentor yourself and keep the cycle going. I think, one of the beautiful things, and I think back to some of the stories when I was leading the Team Mentor program, some of my favorite stories were when young people came back to school over the weekend and said, I was really thinking about making a very poor decision, but I remembered my mentors. I remember what they said, what they told me, how they encouraged me, how they supported me, and I made a better decision. And so, I think there, at its most basic sense, just making sure that our young people are on the path to success, that they have some positivity, that they have role models in their lives, that they're more likely to perform better academically when you have somebody who cares about you and the work that you're doing, your goals, your visions, your aspirations. So there are just countless benefits for having a young person. I think, for those out there that may be into more of the research-based or technical information, that social emotional learning opportunity is also huge. That's probably one of the greatest ways that young people see growth, is through that social emotional space when they have a caring adult formalized mentoring relationship.
Yes, and you're right. Social emotional learning is one of those buzzwords right now that a lot of organizations are using, and they're trying to do more research based on it because they know that that's what the students need. And we get calls from grandparents, ironically, that's talking about their child, their grandchild needing some help, and the mother is busy or the father is busy, and they just want that child to have a mentor. And so now that we know what the Grizzly Foundation does and who the organizations that they're connected to, they're able to connect those individual students to different organizations that are outside of school. And that's what some of the grandparents are looking for. Like, what can I do with my child, with my grandchild that is acting out? And the first thing I say is, have you contacted your school to see what is available at the school first?
Yeah.
And you never know. The Grizzly Foundation could be there. Grizzlies team up.
Absolutely. You never know. But I think that's such a great point. I think it's about community. And a lot of times we don't know what resources exist in our community. And so I commend you for encouraging people to look there first, because we don't want it to be a burden. We don't want you to have to drive an hour, to spend an hour with a caring adult mentor, right? What's happening in your community? And for many communities in Memphis, there are some amazing organizations there that want to support in school and out of school. And so that's a great thing to do. Look at what's surrounding you so that, they're really in tune with what your young person is going through. Perhaps they grew up in that neighborhood, or perhaps they work there. They have a connection there. They may go to church, live, play, whatever it is. I think that's a really beautiful thing to be able to connect people with their own community.
I like, I was thinking when you said live, play, I'm going to add on live, play, work, mentor.
I love it.
Work, mentor, because we know that our employers are now beginning to give back more. And in order to do that, they're going to have to let their employees be able to mentor. So, my companies,
yes,
we need you. We're calling you out.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, because see, that's part of volunteer hours. That's part of your company giving back. That's helping your resources as well. And then overall, there are other companies who are looking at you, and other employees or potential employees who want to go to your company, but they want to see, what are you doing for your own community? So this is one way to do it, making sure that you are allowing your employees to mentor.
Absolutely, Leshundra. And research even says that employees have greater satisfaction. They love and appreciate their employers a lot more when they know, one, that their employer is invested in the community, but it allows them to give back as well. I feel like, there's a lot of bad happening in the world, but, deep down, there's a lot of good people who want to do good. And that is a great opportunity for communities to rally together and really make a difference. So thank you for shouting that out, because it's recruitment season and we are going after those businesses. We want you to give your employees time to volunteer. It'll make a world of difference.
Yes, so that goes right into the next question. How can a person become a mentor? And then how can a teen find a mentor?
That is such a great question. So one of the first steps is just filling out a mentor interest form at grizzliesfoundation.org. Cheat sheet, right? If you get confused, just look back. Grizzliesfoundation.org. So we have a general mentor interest form that we love for people to take a moment to fill out. And that way we can get to know just a little bit about you, and then suggest programs that will really fit within your skills, interests, and abilities. The second step is attending a new mentor training. And so we actually have moved all of those virtual. So no excuse. You can join in with us. Again, you can sign up at grizzliesfoundation.org. And so those are the first ways that you'll get connected. We will then basically set you up with a mentoring program that, again, we think is a great fit for you. On the other side, for young people to get connected to programs, as you said first, I recommend finding out what's in your community. There also is a resource out there, Mentoring Connector, the Mentoring Connector, mentoringconnector.org. .org. And it is a great resource. It allows you to put your zip code in and then find out whether there are mentoring programs available to you within your community. And so for most programs, you will go through them. We connect mentors to programs, but our programs intake the young people. And so we would help you find a mentoring program that, one, again, is in your community or isn't too far for you, and fits your interests. And so if you're confused, if you don't know what to do, if you need some more hands-on support, you also can reach out to us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Grizz Community, GRIZZ Community. You can check us out there. Send us a message, comment, post, DM. We will make sure that if you are having a hard time getting connected to a program, we will try to make sure that we do that for you.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned all those things, because we're going to make sure that you talk about it again at the end. So just in case someone missed it, they was too busy listening in and they was like, dog, I forgot what it was. You're going to have another opportunity, because she's going to give that information one more time at the end. So as we're beginning to wrap up, and we have plenty of time, so take your time. What events? Yes. What events? I know that you said this is recruiting season. What events does the Grizzlies Team Up Mentoring or the Grizzly Foundation organization have that's coming up right now?
Yeah, so I mentioned our new mentor trainings, and they are now all virtual. So you have 2 opportunities to join us in June. We have 2 coming up in June that we love to get you connected and signed up for. We're also hosting an amazing online series called Coffee and Conversations.
Yes.
And so if you want to take a break from your workday, learn a little bit more about the programs that we have within the Mentor Memphis Grizzlies affiliate network, you can check us out there on Thursdays at either 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. We go live on Facebook Live at Grizz Community. And so I would love for you to check us out there. We've already had 2 episodes featuring the Grizzlies Team Mentor Program and the Grizzlies Prep Lunch Buddies Program. And tomorrow, I'm actually really excited to talk with new ballet. So each week, there are going to be many, many, many programs to come. We're going to keep this series going as long as we can throughout the summer. It's super fun. And we talk about, some of the non-traditional aspects of mentoring. So, of course, our programs will have orientations and trainings and mentor interest meetings. But if you want to learn a little bit more, kind of the nitty-gritty side, I definitely recommend you check us out on Coffee and Conversations at Grizz Community.
So grab your coffee. I had mine this morning. So grab your coffee, go on Facebook to Grizz Community?
Yes, at Grizz Community.
And that way you can find out about what is it called again?
Coffee and Conversations.
Coffee and Conversation. Learn a little bit more about the different organizations who are affiliated with the Grizzlies Foundation. Learn a little bit more about the Grizzlies Foundation. Learn a little bit more about the Grizzlies Team Up Mentoring Program. So you have no excuse at all, especially since now everything is going virtual.
Absolutely, right? So now I don't want to sound like you guys aren't busy. I recognize that you are so busy, right? Many of us still have plenty of work to do. So Coffee and Conversations you can just listen to while you're getting your work done, taking your coffee break. New mentor training will only take a little bit of your time, a couple of hours, and we will get you well trained and well prepared so that you go into mentoring confident, feeling well supported and well connected. You'll get to meet some other folks that are interested in volunteering. And then we're also launching a lot of virtual volunteering opportunities. And so I think it's important to share that as well. Many of our programs have pivoted from in-person meetings to having virtual mentoring meetings as well. And so even though we are not all together physically, I think for many young people, if you're still interested in having a mentor, not later, but now, we also may have some opportunities available for you. So not all hope is lost there.
And that's a good thing. So if you're looking for someone to be your mentor, or if you're looking to actually be a mentor, be sure to go to at Grizz Community and learn again a little bit more about how to get connected with them. They have a lot of resources that is going to be able to help your grandchild, help your child, help your sister, help your brother, help a friend, because we're in this together, as she said, and it takes a village to raise a child. That's why today is Tribe Thursday, because we know how much it takes in order, there we go, perfect timing. We know how much it takes, how many people it takes just to raise one. I really don't remember not having a mentor. I've always had someone in my corner who would be able to give me guidance and some information, and someone who I could just talk to that was going to be confident in what I had to say, was going to hold the information unless it was something that was harmful. But you need a mentor. We need a mentor.
Everyone needs a mentor.
Get a mentor. Get a mentor today. Well, Tiffani, I have had a joy talking to you and learning a lot more about the Grizzlies Foundation.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for having us. It's really important for us to get this message out here, so we really do appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, so tell them one more time how to get in contact with the Grizzlies Foundation, being a mentor, being a mentee. Give it all to us. What's the handle?
Foundation.org. Again, that is grizzliesfoundation.org, your one-stop shop for all things mentoring in Memphis. Check us out there, and at Grizz Community on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes. Oh, so let me put this in. So mentors, if you're thinking about, yeah, I would love to be a mentor, there are benefits to being a mentor. We didn't talk about that. There are benefits of being a mentor. Can you give just like a little brief?
Just a little snippet. So, right, we are connected to the Grizzlies, right? And I know we're not playing now, but we'll be playing at some point, right? And so, so hanging out with the team, right? Going to Grizzlies games, going to exclusive experiences and events. We also recently relaunched our teammates program, which is a mentor recognition program. So if you are a mentor within our affiliate network, we're offering free and discounted admission to concerts, shows, museums, right? Discounts to restaurants, to arts, to plays, to all types of things. So there are a lot of amazing perks for being a volunteer, besides the fact that it's just gonna downright make you feel good, okay?
In my heart. Yeah, you know you want to feel good. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Well, I think our time is up, and I've definitely enjoyed every moment of this. I know that you have gotten a lot of information, but the great thing about it is that you can go back to it and look at the grizzliesfoundation.org. Find them on the social media platform at Grizz Community, and definitely get involved, get your child involved, get yourself involved, give back to the community, give back to our village, give back to our tribe. Thank you again, Tiffani, for coming along here. Thank you guys for watching our Tribe Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you on next Thursday. Until then, have a great day. Mwah. Bye, Tiff.
Bye.